right, Syrenna's Forest September Showcase. So much is done. The projected demo date is now! Warning! There's going to be lots of bugs. Just out the onset, expect there to be many bugs, and we're happy for feedback now, though. There's just enough features in there for it to start tasting like a game. And a lot more to come. So it is ready for review. The current progress since last time. The animal and the plant managers have been introduced. They will now naturally spawn plants and animals, given you have enough dirt or grass in your world. The world canvas has received major improvements. Grass now grows on it. Plants and animals now respect icy and snowy environments. Animals will try to come back to your forest area, and snow will kill plants if plants accidentally start growing on it for some reason, which can happen if ice starts coming over plants. The player attack and movement has been streamlined. The movement is now a lot more zippy and smooth and fast, and the attack now homes in on enemies, making combat slightly easier and more feels good. The player model has been introduced in its infancy. It does not have any idle animations yet. That is soon to come, but she looks incredible. The bloom aura got updated again. Expect that to keep happening, probably. Void Wraiths and Void Points will now interact with the world canvas, and they've been given new powers. The Void Wraith will kind of spawn an icy area when it's attacked, and that will damage the player. And the Void Points, very similarly, when you attack them enough, will unleash an AoE kind of zap effect. And when they shoot, there's kind of like a static-y aura on the screen. So this is cool feedback for them. Major HUD updates. So the UI was, again, updated. It needed some love, and it's now in an iteration that is pretty good. Just a few more polishing steps on that, and it'll be good to go. And the menu was introduced to the main build this iteration. We've got, the settings and the pause menu and such. That was done a couple sprints ago. It's been slowly being updated ever since. But it still needs some more polish. But it's in the build. So, working on. The animals' behaviors and their essence generation and their animations are currently being worked on and implemented. So expect a lot more from animals soon. Game saving and loading, still in the making. It's going to be one of those things that we keep coming back to and say we're going to do, and it's probably going to get done at a much later date than we initially anticipate. The World Box feature is being worked on. That is volumetric painting, so soon enough the plants will now hopefully be painted very similarly to the world canvas, except in 3D. Life and essence spirits and their mechanics slowly being implemented as well. Wrath spirits were implemented, I believe, last update, where they will attack enemies at night automatically while they're within your forest. Essence spirits will help generate essence for all the things that are essence generators that are around them. And life spirits will heal everything up around them. That's probably just plants, animals, and the player itself. The player character model is also being implemented as we speak. Its idle animations, its kind of movement animations slowly being implemented as well. Lots of feedback for plants and animal events. So when animals and plants do cool things, the player will know about it. And sound effects. Lots and lots of sound effects soon to come. And now a word from our bricks. So, a couple major things to note. One is lots of the player character is pretty much done. The attacking, done, pretty much. Uh, it's in a state that I would call ready for um, builds, ready for or showcasing, etc. Any updates to that will go in the update brick. Same goes for zooming and dashing and movements. They're now spry and cool and updated and ready to go. The Bloom Aura, again, updated. It's in a state that I'd be happy to put in a final build, but it might receive more polish later. We'll see. Health and respawning, that is pretty much there. It just needs a little polish, especially when we get the final assets for the player character. Void points are pretty much where we want them to be. We would have more models for the void points and the void wraiths and the slithers if we had more 3D modelers. But seeing as we just have the one so far, we're really focusing on the player character for these last few sprints, and we'll just have to see if we have enough time to implement actual models for the void points, void wraiths, and slithers, and not just have them be like particle effects, which it's cool in its own way, but they're pretty much where we want them to be as of right now. So we'll have to see. Anyway, memory tree, second big item. The memory tree and foxes hit the cutting block. So just trying to focus on what we have so far and polishing what we have. Foxes is a sad cut, but we'll see if we have more programmers to help implement more of the stuff. Same with memory tree. That's a big upgrades and UI type hookup that hasn't received much love in the past several sprints. Separate from the upgrade tree, which happens during gameplay, which there's a plan in place for that implementation. There probably won't be any upgrades as of right now outside of the game. So it's turning from a roguelite into a roguelike. Even though there will be some things saved between gameplay, it won't be any kind of upgrades or things that help the player progress in gameplay or in their forest. Alright, everything else is pretty much self-explanatory. The animals are all brick 2 now, with several of them eking into brick 3s. That's currently being worked on by another teammate. And our current progress, we have 54-ish% of the project done, and 5 sprints to go, with an average of about 104 hours required per sprint to complete everything we want to complete. Alright, that's enough of the bricks. What we need are people who can do Java or C# style coding. The more the merrier. We're also looking for people who can do sound effects, music or audio hookups, that kind of deal, because we're going to want to be putting a lot of sounds into the game. A lot of feedback on that front. And 2D and 3D artists are a huge bonus still. Again, if we had more 2D artists, we could do more UI stuff. If we had more 3D modelers, we could do more of those spirits and more of those enemies at night. And now, on to the build! Alright. So here is the current iteration of Syrenna's Forest. We've got our lovely character model in all her glory, all her passive glory. And our essence slowly generates from walking by our plants. You can see them slowly generate essence, and that essence will appear down here in our outer bar as we collect it. And we can use that essence that we collect to come over here and melt snow and heat up the tiles around us. And you can see it slowly using up our essence. Pretty soon, when we have enough grass... Oh, there's our first animals. We've got rabbits. Aha! And a wolf. Excellent. They spawn in when we have enough of the world revealed. And we have a tree! Excellent! That should start growing soon. Let's go ahead and expand our forest here while we have daylight. Collect a little bit more essence. Looks like we've got deer. Excellent. So I'll just slowly move around, expand the forest some. And you can see actually if I come into snowy areas or into colder areas, this is our temperature gauge here. We go into more frosty areas, we'll slow down. If we get too cold, we'll start losing health actually. And then we can warm it up with our essence. Where's our forest? This looks like our forest. Excellent. Essence. Give me all your essence. I'm going to need it for the night. The UI element will probably be shrunk down slightly. It is a little big. I know. But right now it's just easy to see. Oh my goodness. Well, lots of prey, lots of hunters. You can also see as we move into more grassy areas, the more it fills with grass, it'll tint green, which is pretty cool. Same thing if we go into icy areas, dirt is just normal, and then if we come into colder, icy areas, it'll be grayer and less saturated, and we'll have like a frosted effect. Ah! And here comes nighttime. We have to defend our forest. Wait, let's get back. Ooh. Where are they at? Oh. We got slithers that are eating our plants. Void points that are attacking our animals. There's their AoE effect when they get to half health. And the screen glitch effect when they fire at us. Oh, and we died. We'll respawn shortly. At a plant. Ugh. get them all? I think we got them all. Oh, nope, we didn't get them all. I think he hunted down all of our animals, which is tragic. I think that was the last of them. We'll slowly transition back into daytime here. And it looks like some of our wolves did survive the night, which is nice. We had a bear apparently, but he died, so he was short-lived. Ah, there's our horde of wolves. Alright. We'll probably make it so that if wolves don't eat enough, their numbers will thin out. But yeah, that's the build. Probably missed a bunch. Probably a lot of features that are hidden away in different effects. But that's what we've got to show so far. So thank you very much.